What if I told you the system is designed to keep you broke? Joe Rogan believes the truth is hidden in plain sight, and what you're about to learn might change the way you see money forever. Let's be real. Working 9 to 5, saving money, and living frugally is what most of us are told to do. We're taught this is the safe way to get ahead in life. But why does it seem like no matter how hard you work, you're still falling behind? Everything is more expensive. Rent, groceries, gas, but your paycheck barely keeps up. Sound familiar? Joe Rogan, one of the most unfiltered voices on the internet, has called out this exact issue. He believes there's something fundamentally wrong with the way the system is set up. In one of his podcasts, Joe made it clear, they don't want you to win. The system isn't broken, it's working exactly the way it was designed. So what's really going on here? Why are you still broke?
It's a shit system. It's a shit, scary system that you can never beat if it gets to make its own rules.
Today, we're breaking down the hidden truths of inflation, debt traps, and how the system benefits the rich while holding the rest of us back. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your finances the same way again. Let's start with inflation, the silent killer of your wealth. You hear the word thrown around a lot on the news, but what does it really mean for you? Here's a simple explanation. Inflation is when prices go up, but your money doesn't stretch as far. Joe Rogan often talks about this concept in his podcasts. He points out how $1 today buys you way less than it did 10 or 20 years ago. Think about it. How much did a burger, gas, or even rent cost back then? Now look at today's prices. But here's where it gets interesting. Inflation isn't random, it's the result of deliberate policies. Central banks print more money, and when there's too much money in circulation, it loses value. You're working just as hard, maybe even harder, but your money is worth less and less. Joe Rogan puts it bluntly, inflation is the biggest scam because the average person doesn't even realize what's happening to them. The rich? They're protected. They own assets, stocks, real estate, businesses, things that go up in value when inflation hits. But you? If all you're doing is saving money in a bank account, you're actually losing wealth.
And there's people that just play that game. All they do is like chase after businesses, short businesses. You could short a country.
Let's talk about debt. Student loans, credit cards, mortgages. It's almost impossible to live without them. But did you ever stop to wonder why debt is so heavily pushed on us? Joe Rogan and many financial experts agree. Debt is modern-day slavery. The moment you take on debt, you're trapped in the system. You're constantly working to pay off your loans, interest, and bills. And here's the kicker. Banks love this. Why? Because debt makes you controllable. Imagine this. You're drowning in student loans, you've got a mortgage, and maybe a car payment too. Do you think you're in a position to take risks or question the system? Of course not. You can't afford to lose your job because you've got bills to pay. Debt keeps you in line. Joe highlights this often. They want you living paycheck to paycheck. If you're always chasing your next dollar, you're not asking questions. You're not revolting. You're just surviving. And it's not an accident. Banks and credit card companies make billions off the interest you pay. They encourage you to borrow, spend, and enjoy life now, all while digging yourself deeper into the trap. But here's the bigger picture. Debt isn't just about money, it's about power. As long as you're indebted, you're dependent. And that dependency ensures you'll keep playing the game by their rules. Here's something Joe Rogan says that really hits home. The system is rigged to benefit the people who already have money. And he's absolutely right. The rich play by different rules. They don't work for money, they make their money work for them. While you're working 40 hours a week for a paycheck, they're investing in assets, stocks, real estate, and businesses that grow in value over time. They know how to leverage the system to their advantage. For example, the wealthy use tax laws to their benefit. They reinvest their profits into new ventures to reduce taxable income. They buy assets that appreciate in value, while middle-class families often end up spending money on depreciating items like cars and gadgets. Meanwhile, the rest of us are told to save our money in the bank. But saving alone doesn't build wealth. In fact, with inflation, you're losing money every year. The game is designed so that the wealthy win while everyone else struggles to catch up. Joe Rogan often says, if you want to win, you have to stop thinking like everyone else. The rules they teach you don't apply to the people who actually succeed. So is it hopeless? Are we all doomed to be broke forever? Not necessarily. Joe Rogan believes the first step is awareness. Once you understand how the system works, you can start to make smarter decisions. Here's where it starts. You need to stop trading time for money. That doesn't mean you shouldn't work hard, but your hard work needs to build something for you. Build skills that let you earn more. Create something, a business, an online platform, a product that pays you over time. And then there's investing. Joe often talks about the importance of putting your money into things that grow. Stocks, real estate, even learning a new skill. These are all ways to escape the cycle of paycheck to paycheck living. He also believes in cutting back on the things that don't serve you. Simplify your life. Stop spending money to impress others or to feel better for a moment. The less you're dependent on material things, the freer you'll feel. Most importantly, Joe emphasizes self-education. Learn how money works. Read books, watch videos, ask questions. The more you understand, the harder it becomes for the system to take advantage of you. At the end of the day, the truth is clear. The system is not designed to make you wealthy. Inflation, debt, and rigged rules are working against you. But as Joe Rogan reminds us, you don't have to play by their rules. Start asking questions. Learn how to invest. Build your skills. And most importantly, stop being a pawn in a system that's designed to keep you broke. Because here's the thing, the system might be rigged, but once you understand the rules, you can start playing to win. If you found this video eye-opening, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.